Press button A.
Bagley here. How did everything go earlier?
All right. We might have found some fresh meat. What's up?
You are obliged to follow any and all directions from Albion personnel. Failure to do so will your part in reducing crime by reporting people you know or suspect of possessing illegal items. Please have all identification papers ready.
They're not getting away that easy. Burn out. Search.
As mandated by the new Security, Counter-Terrorism and Immigration Act, any person not in possession of valid identification may be held indefinitely or deported without recourse.
They're the little shit who thinks they can hack our vehicles.
Do you have a criminal record?
Vehicle acting up. Shut it down. Oh, you cunt!
I want to know who's tampered with this vehicle.
Piece of shit!
Something dodgy going on. Lock it down.
Since taking over after the
Search the premises. We may have an intruder.
further terrorist attacks from taking place.
Drone, begin a search.
Don't let me down, you little shit.
They gotta be somewhere. Area clear.
Persons
Gonna
who
keep
struggle
searching.
well
to
here.
in any way interfere
What's
with
next?
an Albion guard in the performance of their duties will be considered a threat
Right.
and
Shut
held
down
in
that
custody
spider.
until such time as formal charges are applied.
That spider's been hacked. Scanning the area.
Quadrant clear. Moving to assist.
Searching for target.
Search complete. Sync time codes.
Drone, stay in position. On alert.
Holding current position.
Ooh, what do we have here?
An Albion guard requesting
What was that?
surrender is denied. Failure to do so is a crime.
I want that drone inspected. Lock it down. Live unit. Unit expected.
Everyone seems to know the score. They see it all before. They just know they're so sure that England's gone.
Killers for bloody hire! Paramilitary fucking wankers! Strange goings on. Cute, I suppose.
I've got the best selection, and I'll give you the best deal.
Always refer to the
Wait.
to confirm.
Don't worry, Josh. I've got good prices. Driving lessons.
Gonna throw it away, gonna blow it away, but I know they can play. 'Cause I remember 3 lines on the shirt. Just
Oh my days, I found a hitman. How have they not been nicked by now?
Not worth it.
Central travel after 10 p.m.
Okay, but hey,
I'm not touching this.
I can handle this.
Jesus! You fly not!
Is that John? Doing it. Oh, wait. Somebody's not waking up for a while.
Piece of shit!
What I mean, has the patrol vehicle been notified? Over.
Oh my, that's... Oh!
I love it! It's fantastic! Stupid drone!
Said he could be here at this hour.
Huh?
Security here is state-of-the-art, quite impenetrable. Unless, of course, you flew a drone through the window one of Mary's mouth breathers left open.
to say about that, really.
Y'all are in a minute.
This is London Calling. I'm Tash, and this is Buccaneer, your source for what they don't want you to know. Today we're talking about policing, by consent or by force for profit. Ever since Sir Robert Peel created the police force as we know it in 1829, London has relied on the Metropolitan Police Service for peace, stability, and justice. They weren't perfect, but at least there was some democratic control. Now there's a new sheriff in town. If you're a victim of crime or you just want to silence a peaceful protest, there's a new police force to turn to. Albion. and they're about as far from the old-fashioned Bobby on the beat as it's possible to get. When Hassani handed over London to Nigel Cass, many people were surprised. But we weren't. London has been up for sale and privatisation for years. The only difference is that now the private companies have guns. So how did it happen? What does it mean? How can we reverse it? And what's the price of justice? On Buccaneer, we conceal everyone's full names for their own safety. Here's Helen, who investigated policing, civil rights and justice in pre-crisis Britain.
One of the kind of classic hallmarks of a fascist leader is having their own private army or police force. You know, it is in a democracy, the state tends to have a monopoly on violence, and that's not what happens when a state fails. You know, you end up with people running their own private militias, and we've seen this all over the world. You know, every kind of great dictator in history has had basically their own jackbooted set of guys that they can send in to rough up people who annoy them. And that's the danger of a force like Albion. You know, you start taking powers to yourself, and actually who is in charge of telling you no? It's always a worrying sign when you see, say, a president surrounding themselves with ex-military guys, with, you know, 5-star generals or whatever it might be, because that sort of suggests that they want to run the country like you run a war. And in a war, you have to be incredibly hierarchical. You know, you have to be top down. People essentially have to obey orders because that's the only way that you can make that work. That's not how it works normally in a democracy. And that's the problem, really, is you end up in a situation where normal peacetime checks and balances are suspended, and that's really scary.
Is policing ever politically neutral? We spoke to academic Alfie, all names on the down low, of course, about the politics of law and order.
I think it's very important to consider the changes that have happened in public space in London. I mean, the honest answer is there hardly is any shared public communal space anymore. Everything is privatised, owned by corporations and companies, and it's very difficult to feel that the space is our own to use. And essentially, you can be moved on from any area by forces which are employed to police the private area for corporate profit rather than for a community's overall well-being and shared livelihood. So I think what you're looking at overall is a situation where it's now completely impossible to distinguish between a kind of state police or a police which operates in the service of the community and one which operates to protect private interests, which leads us to the situation we've got with something like Albion today. A private police force gives you a very different kind of justice to what you might have in a former society such as one with a state or government-run police force. And it makes you wonder if, you know, of course it's obvious when it comes to an active police force, if it's enforcing the rules of the privatised state, then it's more likely to act in their interests rather than those of kind of ethics and morality for the greater good. But it also makes you wonder about the entire justice and legal system underpinning such a police force. You know, do the courts and justice systems also share the ethics and morals of the privatised companies who employ them, and then therefore, you know, is a kind of equal and fair ethics or justice completely gone today?
So there we are. In Britain today, the police are bought and paid for. And there's nobody to roll that back.
recording device is in her security room.
Getting there should be a simple matter of navigating the vents.
What the fuck?
She's using these people as house servants, against their will.
Horrible in itself, but a million times worse knowing they end up as unwilling organ donors.
Please. I need help.
Fucking idiot. Do you piss everyone off the way you're pissing me off, wanker? Stupid git.
That's it. Let's see what kind of recording we've got on her. Just look at this place. This is what comes of old crooked money. The Kelly family has been profiting from people's misery for a long time. She's got this shit all over the manor.
So you've been in there before? Is that how you ended up in the basement of the Southwark incinerator?
We needed something incriminating, so we decided someone had to get in here and plant a bug. I wasn't going to assign someone else to do that. You saw how Mary uses the people she grabs out of the EPC, and the staff's uniform's not hard to mimic, so I went in. What I didn't know was that she had intel on our investigation, my team. I thought going off book would stop the leaks, but she still knew we were coming. She tortured me for the names of my team, tried to break me, but cops don't give up cops. Turned out she already knew the whole unit and put hits out on them. The woman is a mind fucker.
Yo, you nearly got one of them microchips put in you. That ain't the way I want to go out.
That's how I ended up on that butcher's table. So many reasons to want to rid the world of her, but it wouldn't be enough to just put one in her brain. My mates died trying to bring her to justice. I have to honor that.
Boże! Nie!
Look at the state of you. Look what you've done to yourself after everything I've done for you.
You made me a slave. All of us. Please, let me go. Take this thing out.
Back to your old life. Back to nothing. Back to you 2.5 screaming blighters in your dead-end job and sucking off the dole. You don't want that, love. This microchip is scary, I know, but I got to keep tracks on my merchandise, don't I? And this kitchen knife, that won't do it, love. Cutting yourself affects my bottom line.
I can't live like this anymore.
No. You're all right there. It's all right, sweetheart, because I have another use for you. Ooh, paying attention, are we? Good. Be sure and spread the word. You know where this one goes. Get these two and all the others over to the venue and ready for the sale.
Right away, ma'am. Also, the foreign investors have already landed and the drones are programmed, ready to deliver the invitations and the coordinates to all the guests.
It's that initiative I'm smelling, Peter. Initiative can be a dangerous thing. Can be misinterpreted.
Fuck's sake.
This is insane. How did Mary get her hands on this kind of tech? It takes a sick mind to come up with killer microchips.
Perhaps a disease mind, but definitely an ingenious one. Perfect psych profile for a group like Zero Day, wouldn't you say?
Her affiliations aren't my priority, Bagley. She's keeping these people enslaved. And it sounds as if she's selling them. This is huge.
Now we know what the fucking chip is for. Step out of line and Mary's chopping you up for parts.
DedSec, we'll have to crash that slave auction. Get all the information we can out of there. The location will be on the invitations. She hasn't sent out the invitation yet, but when she does...
Bagley, monitor the drone networks. Give us a heads up when Mary sends out her fleet. Until then, I reckon we're in a holding pattern.
I'll get in touch if I hear about anything else that might interest you. Cheers, DedSec.
Clear and concise answer.
You are vehicle behaving erratically. Initiate lockdown.
Look around. No stone unturned.
I could get used to this resistance fighting for DedSec. I'm a natural.
You wouldn't have been recruited if DedSec thought you'd be killed that easily.
Oh, thanks, Bagsy. Hey, wait, you got beef blood?
Yeah, he sounds like a proper prick, but deep down he's a soft one. Good job.
Since we waited for our cordial invitation to Mary Kelly's tasteless theme party, we can finally get back to what really matters, solving the mystery of Zero Day. Who are they, and why did they frame DedSec for the bombings?
What you got, Bagsy?
Glad you asked. Today, the great AI detective has 2 leads for his dog's body politic. Obviously, Albion needs looking into, but I also have a more unusual thread for you to pull on. There's a new hacktivist group on the dark web scene called the 404. But instead of being in it for the lulz, this lot seems to be in it for the brutal reshaping of society by any means necessary. Sound like anyone you know?
Seems like I've got options.
I've marked both on your optic.
Not seeing anything. Come out. No visual on the suspect. We've got this.
Well, that's it. Ending search.
Let's go. What's an arsehole? Time to go. Shit for brains. Bloody.
Possible suspect or suspects reported near your location.
Control, send an ambulance to my location. Received, we are in pursuit.
John Crow?
Available officers, enter standby. Over.
Right, close this fucker down. We are inbound. Stand by.
In pursuit. I repeat, we are in pursuit.
Down. I say again, officer down.
Situation has escalated. Requesting backup. Over.
Dispatch, deploying drone to apprehend the suspect. We need a lockdown right now.
Putting an end to the chase now. Control, we are pursuing the target.
Here I come.
I've had enough. Stand down.
Control. Officer needs an ambulance.
There's our suspect. Over.
What's going on with that? Lock it down. Get ready for it.
Be advised, we are on the trail.
All units force this suspect to stop.
Use a pursuit intervention technique.
Anyone have visual? Anyone?
Control, we have a visual on the suspect.
I got them.
Providing suppressive fire! I'd rather not have to kill you today.
Officer down! Officer down! You're still on the suspect. Over.
I'm getting shot at here.
Shots fired!
Drones deployed to arrest the suspect.
You're not going to escape! Being shot at here!
All units, we are after the suspect. That's it. You're going down.
Think this through? How does this end?
Negative. No sign of suspect. Over.
We're on their tail. Over.
Force them to a stop.
Jump
Ready
it.
to ram the vehicle. Over.
Climb it.
Conquer it.
Whatever you're doing this weekend, Scoreline has the gear you need to get your heart racing. You do it, we close it. Scoreline.
Danger. Vehicle in critical condition. Please exit immediately.
Take the vehicle out. Now.
Total the target vehicle.
Suspect has crossed the checkpoint. Over.
Control, we are pursuing the suspect. Over.
Danger. Vehicle in critical condition. Please exit immediately.
Target has broken through checkpoint. Proceed, we're going to ram the target.
Your comrade is now taking an Albion-mandated timeout. You're up.
Not funny, Bagley. This is serious. Let's get it done.
Here's something fun. I was doing one of my routine head counts, and it turns out one of you is completely unaccounted for. Probably kidnapped.
Shit!
Oh, don't be so dramatic. They'll be fine, assuming they're not dead. In the meantime, I've identified someone with a grudge against DedSec who fits the profile of a likely kidnapper. Find him and you'll find your friend.
Well... Do.
to drive now with Amy.
Vehicle suspects reporting legal location. Received. Mobilizing now. Out.
The kidnapper is nearby, carrying on with some unseemly new associates. You should be able to find our missing operative's location on his optic.
Control, add suspect to the most wanted list. Over.
Surrender yourself. Failure to comply will result in extreme measures. Warning. Continuing unlawful activity will result in arrest. Eyes open. Come on. Failure to comply will result in cease target. Everyone.
I'll have a look.
Ready, get ready. All right, let's go. Prepare yourself. Got you.
The kidnapper is nearby. Oh, and look at that. He's made some evil new friends. With any luck, our missing operative's location will be on his optic.
Sending location on the 1033. Advised conditions.
I'll have a look. See what set off the alarm. All clear. Alarm may be malfunctioning. Resuming patrol.
Over there. Stand down, mates. Fuck it.
Just surrender.
No more.
This could be something.
GPS analysis complete. I've got a bead on our kidnapped operative.
Forward me the coordinates.
The missing operative is here. They survived this long, so try not to get them killed in the home stretch.
Bloody joke. You prick.
Wait. Gatherings of more than 5 humans is a crime.
Take it down.
Spread out and find them. Drone, initiate search protocol.
Surrender yourself. Failure to comply will result in extreme measures. Failure to comply
Someone thinks
will
they're
result
funny.
in
Find out who they are.
Cease and desist. Complete restraint.
Spread out, but stay in contact.
Don't see anything here.
Nobody's here.
Will result
Searching
in
elsewhere.
extreme measures. Failure to comply will result in forceful combat mode engaged.
Damage! Let me look.
What are you doing?
Engaging target.
Your teammate has sought out new accommodations in an Albion holding cell. Have London rents really gotten that bad?
I knew it. I've been waiting to go anyway.
Our missing operative is here. Oh, and some armed guards too. Fun.
Turn over everything here until you find them. Drone, begin a search. For fuck's sake! They got away!
You are dead if you continue like this. Investigating. Cover firing!
What's all this?
We've just hijacked a feed from an Albion prison flight. Seems these poor sods are being renditioned out the country for extreme insubordination.
Why?
I know, right? Why not just fire them? All I can tell you is that these people are off to summer school in the Seychelles for re-education.
This is Connor 12. George has full control of the plane. Connor 12, stand by. We're getting some weird readings with your onboard data. Understood. Pass. Delta 39 pass. There's somebody else in the system.
Right, here we are. These prisoners were detained for attempting to reveal operations intelligence to external agents. Whistleblowers. Perhaps they even tried to contact DedSec. Luckily, you can reroute the plane.
Bags, you're so smart.
Rerouting plane.
Plane should be landing in a few hours. I've contacted the local authorities who are less than pleased with Albion. Seems they think of human rights as rights and not legal obstacles. These Albion defectors will be welcome.
Tar, Bagsy.
Check your doors and corners.
Nothing here.
Quadrant clear.
Redirecting.
Moving to assist.
They're gone. Let's head back and regroup.
threats?
Shit! I lost them!
Shit!
Run a search.
I'll check in with Central.
Wait, what was that noise?
ATL.
What was that?
Live alarm. I repeat, live alarm. Location.
Right, time to get him out.
1013.
Looking for what set off the alarm? Found nothing. Detector must be acting up. Resuming my post.
We've got to prepare yourself, fucker! Gonna reload!
Looks like you avoided them. Our friend is back in fighting shape and another enemy at DedSec has been thwarted. Nicely done.
I hate putting Mary Kelly on the back burner while she continues to destroy lives with those microchips, but for now, we've no choice.
Then perhaps it's time to have a closer look at the elephant in the room. Nigel Cass, billionaire warmonger and current CEO of our local horde of thugs, Albion BMC.
Cass certainly profited most from the bombings. We can inspire London to resist from now till forever, but it still won't break Albion's grip on the city. Not with Cass at the top.
You what? Are you saying we gotta go after the man in control of all of them mercs, goose-stepping across London? That man will fry us the minute we get close to him.
Bagley's come across a possible gap in Cass's armor. An ex-insider, ex-friend with an axe to grind. He'd be an asset if we can find and convince him to work with us. Come to the safe house. We'll talk it through.
Control, suspect is through the checkpoint. Over.
No sign of the target. Over.
Right, I'm putting a stop to this. Units fall back. Over.
Responding to the situation now.
Where did they go? Shit!
Returning to HQ. Search terminated.
Dirty maggot.
Please have all identification papers ready. Need this.
Get a lockdown on that vehicle.
Thank God you're here. You're amazing. Oh no.
Check the surroundings.
How are you doing? I hope you don't mind me getting situated in your safe house. Crime marches on, and so will I. There are still cases that need to be closed, if you'll help me.
On it.
Excellent. I uploaded a case to Bagley. He can brief you on it.
Right, let's talk about Albion PMC, the only British organisation to successfully oppress more of the developing world than the British government. Led by Nigel Cass, a man the partisan media calls a charismatic visionary, and Amnesty International calls a war criminal. Albion was given the key to the city to re-establish order following the bombings.
Which is fucked up. Just saying.
It is. So that's two reasons why we need to find an angle on Cass.
We found one. His name, Hamish Balaji. Born in London, Balaji was a recipient of the Cass Foundation Technical Scholarship at 14, which included a mentorship with Cass himself. At 16, Balaji designed Cass's first drone fleet, Fun fact, Cass delayed the launch by a week so it would land on Balaji's birthday.
Cass sounds like Balaji's second dad. Why would he help us?
They had a falling out after an incident in the Niger Delta 3 years ago. A buried human rights investigation accuses Cass of ordering a drone fleet to wipe out a village protesting the construction of a pipeline, but the drones malfunctioned before they could. Balaji is named as the likely saboteur. He's been on the run ever since, but now tracking data shows he's reappeared in London.
Shit, he's looking for redemption like with the protesters. This guy designed Cass's drone fleet. I think he's trying to disarm Albion.
He covers his tracks well, but that's a good guess. Unfortunately, according to this Albion intelligence report intercepted by our friend Caitlin Lau, Cass knows Balaji's in London as well. So, that's the op. Make contact with Balaji before Albion finds him. Then convince him we have a mutual enemy in Cass.
So this guy's our best chance to stop Albion and clear our names. And the largest private army on Earth wants him dead. No pressure.
Clan Kelly's been sending a ton of crypto to an unknown party in Cairo. Something to do with Kronos X.
What's that? A drug?
It's a highly addictive psychotropic with a staggeringly high fatality rate that stands to make Clan Kelly a lot of money.
Yeah, and at the cost of how many lives?
Well, the phrase Finsbury New Project keeps popping up in their comms, if you'd like to take a look into it. It took some doing, but I've narrowed down the area where we're most likely to find Hamish Balaji. I've pushed the coordinates to your optic.
Things, they're massive, aren't they? No, really annoying. I might get one though, maybe just. Listen. Just calm down. There's no point in that. Alright. Okay.
No, I entirely understand.